CJ. What's up? What's up? What's up? How y'all feeling?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. You look good. Singing you look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's happening? See, they know how to respond. Everybody's like, singing you was like, yeah, makeshift costume. Exactly. Makeshift. But in my part time, you know, I'm a moon man from another planet. Like so many other jazz musicians of old, Brother Sun Ra. Brother Sun Ra thought that us brothers was from another planet. If you ever seen the movie Spaces the Plays, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If not, it's on YouTube. Watch it. Sun Ra has some crazy insight into like what we're dealing with right now. And that said to say, I feel like us black and brown brothers, as people of conscience, are from another planet. Specifically, us black and brown brothers are from the moon. I feel like it's why we feel out of place. It's why people look at us funny. Gravity is an interesting thing to get used to.
All right.
So, that's it to say. I'm going to do this piece in honor of superheroes, super brothers. I'm getting my nervous jitters out.
All right.
Being transparent. Thank God. All right. Cool. And I believe in real superheroes, so I rock my like Emiliano Zapata shirt. You know what I'm saying? We fuck with real superheroes. Excuse my language. But real superheroes is where it's at. They do exist and live among us. That's it to say, I'm somewhere reeling. Out of control, a soul trapped in the body of a human. We brothers be movement. Wrapped in lunar eclipse skin, a riddle wrapped in swaddling froze with enigma-colored star patterns, a stripe for every clutched wife, every suspected knife when the only concealed weapon was hiding in plain plight and implicit criminality in melanin, but we colored boys be brave. Flee the cage, grab spear, and disappear into the darkness. Darkness is a strange thing. It can all too often be too much of everything to find itself, too much blame, too much guilt, too much defensiveness, too many fuck yous, not enough love yous. We are misunderstood. Perplexing beings because people often forget we are human, or at least dressed like it. This Sunday I wore no tie. Instead I donned sleep-wore covers like a cocoon. Picture me black, butterfly dreams. My metamorphosis, the only time I get to evolve, really get to solve all my problems. Feel like I don't owe a debt to society that it charged me in the first place. One moment in presence of being. They say the opposite. They say the opposite. Student you, they say the opposite of fear is curiosity. Yet we still confuse them. So much so that they respond with the former fear, so now there's no one moved to tell us what's right. That a million critics when capitalism reassures Wheezy what he should write. Even if it's wrong, a million different colors concentrated into one song, one soundtrack of a life. Close the case, compress the face into a zip filing cabinet. We don't hear the audio until it hits the radio, or a mother sits across from the quarterback behind glass, clutching receivers like it's 2 minutes left as a guard screams, 2 minutes left, and the song has barely started. Funny how we don't see the system similarities. How close give me liberty or give me death sounds to get rich or die trying, when Lady Liberty has always been a laundered shade of green on this plantation where freedom really means you can pay to do as much dirt as you can stick to the blood on your hands. They forget this was never our movie. We just wrote the soundtrack. Yes, we did. People with soul and language lost in transatlantic translation like a piece of Santa Maria driftwood. We learned well, though, that dollars make sense, and since, well, they make you smell a little bit too much like you're burning. From welfare or wick. A candle with two ends, death or taxes. Government holds the matches, 40 hours of 30 lashes fill their pockets or the caskets. They treat us like animals. Like people without families or feelings, like these systems that tell us after 40, that after stolen history, 40 acres and a meal will suffice. Then you get that shit and they still don't treat you right. We are men in a machine, I imagine, that looks like a giant cotton gin. with gears like 28-inch Chinaman tank tires in a furnace, fueled by blood-soaked cotton and FUBU t-shirts, and when it's all said and done, they throw us away like cheap labor. Talk about how we should have been better fathers, better husbands, better brothers when we learned this from you, America. Studied your script, the same one Reagan read from, the same one Rick Santorum is reading from, the same one Doug Charney is reading from, and so we wrap ourselves in dreamlike costumes, true American apparel. Politics from Pilgrim hand us these presents like blankets, and don't get the enigma-colored star patterns, but we hope the gifts would silence the voices of thousands of lost souls, wrapped in the vacuum of the lunar eclipse. We brothers, be movement.
Woo!